always cool to celebrate young talent in this country, especially young talent who have got values based on what God has installed in them. And this morning we're really blessed to have, well, they're called Tone 6, but there's only 4 of them in here.
It's always risky when you name your band with a number in it based on the members, because it means no one can ever leave.
What's funny about that was when I spoke to one of their mentor, and Bex, and I said, when we're getting Tone 6, she said, oh, we can only get 4 in. And I said, don't worry, Bjorn and I will jump in.
We'll fill in.
Make it Tone 6. And then she comes back, no, if you do that, it'll be Tone Deaf.
Hang on. It does happen, though. 5, boy band, they're still touring around. There's only 3. There's only 3 members of the band left, though, but they're still called 5.
Yep.
Fifth Harmony.
Thank you.
They lost one.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for coming in this morning. It's been a minute. I've seen you guys grow, and, man, young adults right now. So how did Tone 6 start? Where did you come up with the name? Who came up with it?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a quick breakdown of who we are. So we are Tone 6. We are a group of 6 Polynesian kids who grew up here in Auckland, New Zealand. We came together around start of 2016-17. We came together for the Moana medley that we performed at the Pacific Music Awards for Opetaia 40, and that was our first gig. We do come across a number of high-profile gigs, most of which are for the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. Didn't really support Labour Party, but that's all good. We stay professional. We stay professional.
I hope you didn't say that just before you performed. It's an honour to be here. I didn't vote for you, but it's nice to be here.
But we've also been called over to Hawaii for an NBA player's wedding. That was cool. For Patty Mills. I'm not sure if you heard of him.
Mills! Oh, Brooklyn Nets!
Yeah, so he came to us, contacted us, asked if we could perform at his wedding. So that was a cool experience. And yeah, I think one of our most high-profile gigs was probably for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle when they came.
That. Wow, that's amazing. How does that news get sort of broken to? Do you get an email from Prince Harry or some NBA player? How does that come across?
We kind of just get told it, and it was it's either take it in or just let us sit in after and oh shucks, this is actually happening.
When it all started, when you're first learning through performing arts, obviously you came together volunteering, the group came together. Now you've had gigs. So who gets the 20% split? Who gets the 40%?
Oh man, when it comes down to getting paid and all that, we all split it equally. No matter how much work someone does, we all split evenly.
Yes. I apologise for Salah's questioning. This is not.
But you've come from being starting off in an amateur rank. Now you're fully fledged professional young adults singing together and people wanting to explore who you guys are. So I guess your journey in music has taken you through all those challenges outside of music. Would I be right? Yeah. So what about some of those challenges outside of the music that you've seen? Oh, that's really good.
I think some of the challenges outside of music is probably having to juggling with how some of us are still in school, and then work life, and then trying to juggle when we do practices, when we've got to schedule it, because not all of us will be available at the same time. So we all got to work around each other's schedules to make time so we can still maintain that level that everyone knows of us.
Yeah. Do you guys actually have to practice, though? Because I've heard you sing before, and you're pretty good. I mean, I always wonder, I've played instruments. I'm not a good singer, you probably guessed that, but I've played instruments and stuff, and you got to practice, you got to go up and down scales, you got to do all that kind of stuff. Do you have to do that with singing as well, or are you just kind of born with it?
No, we practice once a week. Because everybody's grown now, we kind of don't have much time to fit in rehearsal. So however late it is, we just throw a rehearsal on and everybody comes. So say last night's practice for today, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. You finished at 9?
No, we started at 9 o'clock.
Oh, how long did you go for?
Only an hour.
Oh, nice.
And,
like Bjorn said, you guys are down pat. You got it all together. Leek, back to you with this one. What would be the ultimate goal and achievement for you guys now that you've been on the road for a little bit?
I think for us, it's just to produce more music, get more music, our own music out there. Because a lot of things are changing now with us individually. especially with schools and where everybody's going to be for the next 5 years and so on and so forth. So, like, as of now, I can only say we're just trying to push out more original music before everybody, goes on their own journey.
Life, eh?
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
Does it help, in these times when, young adults have all these challenges with social media and everything, that you guys are a tight group? Do you bounce off each other outside of the music gig?
Yeah, definitely. Social media is really important right now. But I guess as a group, the energy is always there. When we come into a space, the vibes are always on. And I reckon that's just how we've been taught. I mean, since we were young, we've always had a process in which we practice. And yeah, I think it's been working for us. So,
Yeah. What about your mentors?
Ah.
Where it all came from? Honestly, useless, eh? Well, what?
I think our mentors have done a really good job. They've created a safe space for us, and not many children our generation have this kind of space, which we are really grateful for. For Nains, Bix, our families, and our supporters outside of this group. Just for creating this space, I think we feel most safe to open up to the table and just to let everything out onto the table. And yeah, just
That's
this
awesome.
is our safe place.
Being, you guys are just trying to find your feet in the world right now, as young teenagers, and to be able to hold on to those values of who God is that, how do you keep getting reminded that He is victorious?
Most of us were brought up in religious backgrounds, and I guess it's pretty common within our culture. And I guess just having like you said, mentors like Nains and Bix, they definitely help us in terms of our journey, and definitely helping us to stay grounded and remember the values that got us to where we are right now.
Well said. Okay, we're going to sing. Tell us about this next jam we're going to be singing.
So this next song is called Imagine Me by Kirk Franklin, a cover that we did quite a while ago, and it has a message that we hold very dear to our hearts, so we hope you'll enjoy.
And if peeps want to get a hold of you, Lika, how do they find you online?
You can find us at Tone 6 on Facebook, on YouTube, and Instagram. Just search up Tone 6, TONESIX, or the number 6. Thank you very much.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Here's Tone 6.
Imagine me loving what I see when the mirror looks at me, 'cause I imagine me in a place of no insecurities, and I'm finally happy 'cause I imagine me letting go of all of the ones who hurt me, 'cause they never did deserve me. Can you imagine me saying no to thoughts that try to control me, remembering all you told me? Lord, can you imagine me?
Oh, my mama said, and hear from what my daddy did, and I want to live and not read that page again.
Imagine me being free, trusting you totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see you being in love with someone like me. Finally, I can imagine me being strong and not letting people break me down. You won't get the joy this time around. Can you imagine me in a world where nobody has to live afraid because of your love fear's gone away? Can you imagine me letting go of my past and sad. My heart will dance, 'cause I don't have to read that page. Yeah. Imagine me being free, trusting you totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see you being in love with someone like me. Finally, I can imagine me.
This song is dedicated to people like us. Those that struggle with insecurities, acceptance, and even self-esteem. You never felt good enough. You never felt pretty enough. But imagine God whispering in your ear, letting you know that everything that has happened is now.
Gone, gone, it's gone, all gone, 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 it's gone, all gone.
Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na.
Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na.